Existing before human words existed, our designer placed conscious understandings in everything they created. This is a rock, but I'm going to say it's a meteorite for this little video. Meteorite teaches about destiny, and I'm going to explain to you how. A meteorite falls, and it hits the earth, Hits the earth! We can see him in the sky, and then we see him hit the ground, you know what I mean? And that's basically the beginning of the conscious understanding of destiny that's contained in the meteorite. What you have to do is, you have to go back in time to the path of that meteorite. Go back a year. You go back a year, you can easily understand that that meteorite was destined to hit the earth at the exact place and time that it hit, you know what I mean? And if you go back 10 years, same thing applies. 100 years, same thing applies. 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years, 1,000,000,000 years, same thing applies, And a meteorite, well, I don't know if it has consciousness, I know it has no conscious reaction. No conscious reaction. It just goes where, this universe forces it to go. And if you notice while I hold this up and I drop it, it's forced, by gravity, the laws of, gravity to, go down or whatever. And this universe has many laws. Gravity, inertia, bent space-time, heat, cold, all this stuff. And all the universal laws that exist force everything in the universe, to react how it will. And now take the meteorite, the destiny of the meteorite, that understanding of how that meteorite was destined to hit, 1,000,000,000 years ago. Now apply that to every single atom in the universe right now. Every atom in the universe is destined to react how it will, And yes, I have consciousness, but I've grown into the person I am, and when this universe causes me to react, I'm going to react exactly how I'm going to react, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is, And go back to the Big Bang, whatever that was. Science says Big Bang, but who knows, That's when the element of eternal consciousness, after they designed everything within their mind, they're like, yeah, I'm going to do it this way, And they set this whole destiny thing into motion. And it's just a sequence of events that's going on, From the Big Bang, every single bit of atom and matter and, force and all this stuff. It's like a huge equation we can never understand, But for an omnipotent being, the designer of this reality that lives in the realm of eternity, it would just be a matter of time to have this thought, you know what I'm saying? And it's simply put, from the moment of the Big Bang, every single one of those atoms that were moving and they were destined to react how they're going to react because, universal laws of cause and effect. They became stars, every atom in the star was destined to be where it's at, and then the star explodes, and every atom of stardust that explodes in the universe was destined to go exactly where it went, you know what I'm saying? Because there was no conscious reaction there. And the thing is, that's what caused this Earth to exist. That's what caused that meteorite to exist, that hit the ground, you know what I'm saying? And that's what caused life like me to exist. And yes, I have free will, but I've grown into the person I am, like I've said, and I'm going to use my free will how this universe causes me to use it. Down to the, when the wind blows my hair. Everything's destined to happen. It's much too complex of a thought, but it is a thought that, an omnipotent element of consciousness could have, because they're omnipotent or whatever. But in any case, like, the black stone in Islam, that marked the spot of the first altar, during Adam and Eve time. So it dates way back, pre-civilized times, before writings and stuff. And that's important, because that meteorite, it may have been in a time before writings existed, but had a conscious understanding of destiny within it. It was, speaking to the people that came upon it and was like, hey, destiny exists. Let me tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? Just like with everything that exists in this reality. It's all, teaching us stuff. It's all trying to teach us stuff. In any case, Islam, for example, every Muslim, they want to go to that rock in Mecca, that meteor in Mecca, walk around it, touch it, kiss it, stuff like that, show the respect and stuff like that. But it's actually like one of the most ancient relics. It's one of the most ancient relics on this world, and it contains the conscious understanding of eternity. And the simple fact that it's in the mind of every Muslim, every Muslim instinctively gets educated in eternity because the simple fact that they're thinking about that meteorite, they may slip into the thought of, that meteorite was in space, and that meteorite was destined to hit, And then the thought can grow, and the thought can grow, and then boom, they have the understanding of what destiny is, you know what I'm saying? In any case, that's just one of the, I call them books of our natural world, you know? That's just one of the books of our natural world that exists. One of the books of nature, you know? Created by our designer for us to, you know, survive and thrive and gain their divine wisdom and all this stuff, you know, and know how to live our lives and know how to eat food and know how to build shelter. And they basically gave us an education on this planet that we can search out, you know? And the meteorite, that's just one piece of the puzzle, you know what I'm saying? One tiny piece. But it's a piece you need. It's a piece you need, you know? In any case, getting all the understandings on this planet you can, you know, because the ultimate goal is to gain enough divine wisdom, you know, gain that education needed from, you know, this reality that's here, you know, gain the education this reality offers, you know, so you can do the, you know, the main goal of this life. The main goal of this life is to say the name of our designer, the name of our creator, the name of the eternal consciousness that exists, you know what I mean? That's the goal in life. And to say their name, you got to use consciousness because they existed before, you know, in eternity, before everything existed, and they existed before human words, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, their name is not a human word. Their name is the complete conscious thought of who they are. The complete conscious thought of who they are. And while I can't, you know, I can have the thought in my own mind, you know, nobody can ever hear me say it, you know? It's like an inward thing, an individual thing, you know? You gotta reach that path in life on your own, you know what I'm saying? In any case, you know, try and get there. Try to say that name, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what's most important in life, I think. The name of the eternal element of consciousness that, you know, willed us into existence. Their name, you know? Existing for eternity and then creating life, you know? I like to look at things simply. And what would someone who exists forever by themselves create other life forms for, you know? Probably just lonely. They probably just want some company, you know? Imagine being by yourself forever. You just want someone to acknowledge you, you know, and say hi and like ask how you're doing and stuff like that, you know? Be a friend, be family, stuff like that, you know? In any case, yeah. That's how a meteorite teaches destiny. And also with meteorites, they're very heavy. You know, more heavy than normal metal, you know what I mean? Like I've held a meteorite one time. I was like, wow, that's heavy. And being heavy, it's easier to understand that it's traveling in that path of destiny, you know what I mean? I just thought I'd mention that the meteorites are heavy because it's easier to see like, oh, it's gonna follow that path. In any case, the more you know, right?